Yes, people, it's Senxe. I'm with JV8 Studios for Break the Bar. It's time to break down these bars.
Yo, you ain't seen this energy since Get Senxe, no, can't call me no Adolf.
You ain't seen this energy since Get Senxe, no, can't call me no Adolf. So, that bar there is essentially paying homage to some of the greatest rappers that have ever kind of walked in the UK, that have put out content in the UK, and that have inspired a whole generation of youths to come up. I feel like Get Senxe, their credentials speak for themselves. I don't even need to explain that bar too much. But I feel like it's important when you're on a trajectory to greatness that you pay homage and then you do your thing.
Like a continent, so when I play role, no, I got the brothers in the back, that's NATO.
Like a continent, so when I play role, no, I got the brothers in the back, that's NATO. So what I mean by that is I've got a whole team of people around me that are all solid. So the bar before I said, you can't war me no Adolf, but then I'm saying like a continent, and then in the back is NATO. So we're organized, we're disciplined, we're militaristic in how we move. So yeah, man, I'm letting you know that there's a whole unit of man that are kind of pushing forward.
When I step through Greece, Plato, Stampede, elevate domes and I break toes.
When I step through Greece, Plato, Stampede, elevate domes and I break toes. Cool. So that bar there is combative, is letting you know that we're coming through. Grease, that's kind of like militant, it's cocky, but also Greece. So that's the wordplay there. Greece, Plato, intellect. So it's not just brutes coming in to do music, where people that are coming in with intellect to be successful at this and to build our communities. Stampede, elevate domes as I break toes. So again, it's duality. Stampede is all about kind of rushing in, but then elevate and domes is like there's a deeper purpose to it. So that's that little section there.
Writing for the brothers in the pen now, because I know that I'm the best up in the plain clothes.
Writing for the brothers in the pen now, because they know that I'm the best up in the plain clothes. So that one there is just kind of shouting out all the man them that for whatever reason are behind cells that have been locked up. But I'm saying out of everyone out here that is free, I'm the best. I'm the one that's going to chat for the culture. I'm the one that's going to chat for the scene. And again, these are grand statements. That's why at the beginning you have the whole Gets Kano, you have intellect, NATO, Grease. It's all grandiose statements about what we're about to achieve.
Never tested, now I'm leveling the game, bro. This year get rich like Bezos. 5 years ago, I invested in VET, Bitcoin, now Tezos.
So never tested, now I'm leveling the game, bro. This year get rich like Bezos. 5 years ago, I invested in VET, Bitcoin, now Tezos. This whole section is about intellect. Again, we're coming to level up the game. We're aspiring to be wealthy, and it's not just monetary wealth, but in this particular section of the track, it's monetary wealth. And then we're linking that to cryptocurrency. So 5 years ago, made certain investments. Some would say that was early, some would say that was late. But the whole theme again is for anyone that's listening to my music, I want to bring them into a world of vision, of success, of wealth.
Stuck in my way since year 5. Nobody tell a man about laying close. Braden, don't tell a man about paying close. Only when I get paid that I take notes.
Stuck in my way since year 5. Nobody tell a man about laying close. Craden, don't tell a man about paying close. Only when I get paid that I take notes. Cool. That whole section there is letting people know that there's history. I've been writing bars for a long time, and I will continue to write in some capacity and to speak and to communicate until the day I die. And I'm letting you know that because I've been doing this so long, you can't tell a man that my lane's closed. There's no way I've got my own lane. And Croydon, don't tell a man about paying close. Anyone that's growing up in Croydon or any ends, and I want to extend it, it's not just inner city London, any ends on this planet, you know about pain being close, whether that's outside your yard, whether that's violence, whether it's psychological, whether it's the education system. There's all different types of pain, and in these kind of environments, pain is always close. So I said, Croydon, don't tell a man about paying close. Only when I get paid that I take notes. I'm not watching any other man. I celebrate the people that are around me. I celebrate their achievements. I love and respect all the other rappers and musicians and creatives in the game. But my notes is about me making paper, more manner, and what we're doing. That's the vision.
Let me break down the game show. Man, build up an image online to show that they've got game. But the mission is not safe. You spent peas but never got paid.
Let me break down the game show. Man, build up an image online to show that they've got game. But the mission is not safe. You spent peas but never got paid. Cool. So that section there is literally what I'm saying. We're going to break down the game show. A lot of people are out here chasing clout and presenting an image of themselves to get clout, but it's all a fallacy because man are going broke, man aren't really converting clout into actual wealth. A lot of man that you see, and not just man, a lot of gal, a lot of people in general are doing things that don't actually reflect their state of mind. So there's a lot of it. So let me break down the game show. Man, build up an image online to show that they've got game, but the mission is not safe. You spent peas but never got paid. A lot of men aren't converting it into anything. Even a lot of influencers are out here, they're broke, but they've got plugs, they've got connections, so brands are using them to expand, but they're not actually getting any peas. They might just look good online. It's crazy out here. It is crazy. So that whole section is one of my favorite parts of the track.
Perceptions of payroll, deceptions of change clothes, fictitious like Play-Doh. Most of us aren't rich and flexing today is the way that we stay, bro.
Perceptions of payroll, deceptions of change clothes, fictitious like Play-Doh. Most of us aren't rich and flexing today is the way that we stay broke. All right, cool. So that whole section plays on the part before. So perceptions of payroll is all about the illusion of money, the illusion of having money. Deceptions of change clothes is we've got all these different posts or all these different stories that make it look like we've got peas or that we've got fashion, we've got these wardrobes. Fictitious like Play-Doh. That wordplay there. Don't overlook the wordplay there. So fictitious like Play-Doh. Play-Doh is obviously something that you can use to build things. You can mold anything out of Play-Doh, but it's not actually real. And then Play-Doh as in play money. It's not real money. So Play-Doh, Play-Doh. So that word, don't skip that wordplay there. And more important than it just being wordplay is what it's actually saying. That a lot of people, this is part of the game show, building up an image online. No one's actually got peas. A lot of people are depressed and sad, and it's all Play-Doh. That's that whole section there.
Family, my friends, community ends, they build up my spine. Backstabbers get left with the blade broke. Rap cappers, they get checked as a main code.
My family, my friends, community ends, they build up my spine. Backstabbers, they get left with the blade broke. Rap cappers, they get checked as a main code. That section there's all about morality. So firstly, one theme that will always be in my music is that I'm not a lone wolf. The lions, the gorillas, family, they're all around me. My whole community is around me. So that's family, friends, community ends. They build up my spine. I can't do anything without them. It's real talk. Backstabbers, they get left with the blade broke. Again, chopping off necks. It's a peace and love thing. Dreads, all of that. We hear that. But in these times where it's crucial that you move correctly, and you move as a unit, you can't be dealing with no backstabbers. They're worse. They are the enemy because we're in a time where people, communities, groups, we can actually do what we want to do, especially with social media and the internet. But backstabbers are the biggest problem. So backstabbers, they get left with the blade broke. Rap cappers, they get checked. There's a main code. We're moving with morality now. That's that one.
Check the quality and workflow. JV8, yeah, we're doing loads. In the booth, I'm in a different mode. Take a flight, I'm in a different zone. Check the quality and workflow. JV8, yeah, we're doing loads. In the booth, I'm in a different mode. Take a flight, I'm in a different zone. I'm in my bag, I'm not in my feelings. I'm running through cash.
The main fame I've had it, like Hollywood music's acting. So many youths don't blow cause they wanna be ghosts, not James St. Patrick.
The mainframe I've had it, like Hollywood music's acting. So many youths don't blow cause they wanna be ghosts, not James St. Patrick. Cool. That part there. So the bar before I ended on rap cappers, they get checked. There's a main code. So main code, I'm saying now the mainframe, I've hacked it. So I've hacked the mainframe by moving with a certain code. So man talk about the matrix. I believe that if you even focus on the matrix or whatever you think the matrix is, that is a matrix in itself. The only way to be out of this so-called matrix is to have your own codes and philosophies. That's how you create your own thing. So I'm saying the mainframe, I've hacked it. Like Hollywood, music's acting. A lot of men know that. Anyone that raps knows that there's an element of acting, there's an element of storytelling to it. You get maybe the few rare rappers that it's authentic to the bone. And truth be told, a lot of the most authentic rappers, they don't do the numbers because of how authentic they are. But there is, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, like it's an art form. So there's an element of acting, like Hollywood music's acting. So many youths don't blow because they want to be Ghost, not James St. Patrick. That bar there, word to Dre, I'll say that every time. If anyone's watched Power, then you know that Ghost and James St. Patrick are the same person. They're just two different sides. It's basically duality. That's what the program is showing you, is duality. And a lot of people don't want to play their role. So some men are meant to be James St. Patrick. Legal, doing your thing on the right side of the law, making a living for your family, progressing in your career, doing your 9 to 5, having your businesses on the side. James St. Patrick. Then there are certain men out here that are actually Ghost. They move in the shadows. They do whatever they do on the side for whatever reasons. It's not I'm not here to judge whether that's right or wrong. But it's for man to know, are you a Ghost or are you a James St. Patrick? And it doesn't have to be law and the drug game. It could be, should you go uni or should you go and do an apprenticeship? Should you play sport or should you actually go and do IT? Should you be at home with your family or should you be out with the dogs? Like, you've got to kind of make those decisions. But I feel like a lot of people are tricking themselves out of position because of clout. So, yeah, that's that bar there.
But I come through the bar, bring man law, bring man Tashua, bring that big back, bring that ladder, said bring man start up, bring man grab us, said war.
Alright, so I come through the bar, bring man law, bring man Tashua, bring that big back, bring that ladder, said bring man start up, bring man grab us, said what? This bit is all fun. I feel like this part doesn't even need no big explanation. I'm playing off the power bars from before in the verse, and I'm just saying, yo, I want the big back. I want the gal. I want all these nice things. Like, as much as I can be doing the deep, conscious thing in the verses, really, I also just want to have fun. I want to have fun. Literally, the chorus on this is just I want to have fun. There's no big depth to it.
Start up, I said to bring a man Ghana. What? Man, a black star like most Def, make it to the top, yeah. No less, look at my eyes for doubt, I see none, yeah, bro, most Def.
I said to bring a man Ghana. What? Man, a black star like Mos Def, make it to the top here. No less, look in my eyes for doubt, I see none here, bro, Mos Def. Cool, so that section there. Firstly, I've been to Ghana. I'm not Ghanaian myself, but big up to all the Ghanaians out there. I've been out there and done international development work before, and I wanted to slot that in there. Like, this ain't no just regular rap. There's really purpose and intention behind what we're doing. So to bring a man Ghana, man a black star like Mos Def. I feel like, word to Tivoli, Black Star is one of the greatest hip-hop projects of all time, in my opinion, including the song of that title, but also Black Star relates to Ghana. So I'm just tying it all together now, letting people see what's going on. Man, a black star like Mos Def, make it to the top, yeah, no less. Look in my eyes for doubt, I see none, yeah, bro, Mos Def. There's no doubt. There's none about what we're doing. Everything has been happening in its order and its timing for a reason. And that conviction, I need people to know that if this is what you're supporting, more manner, and you're here, then know where we're going and know why we're doing it.
Made some of the best music I made in my life when I went about 6 months, yeah, that's no sex. That was like 6 months, no stress. Try not to bust next time that I hold rest.
Made some of the best music I made in my life when I went about 6 months, yeah, that's no sex. That was like 6 months, no stress. Try not to bust next time that I hold breast. That part there is fun, but it has some depth to it as well. I feel like for a lot of the man, celibacy is important. It's important to know when. Look, you heard the chorus. Man loves women, big back, all of that. So I'm not saying go and live on the mountains in Tibet, but practice self-control and discipline. I've personally seen the power of doing it. I'm not perfect by any kind of stretch of the imagination. But I do feel like celibacy and those kind of practices can be useful in engendering success. But at the end of that section, that was like 6 months, no stress, try not to bust next time that I hold breasts. I don't want to be pretentious, yeah? Like, these things aren't always easy. And that's one thing. Like, if I'm ever going to talk about something in my music, whether that's morality, whether that's celibacy, whether that's technology, whatever, I'm always going to let you know that I'm not perfect. I don't find all of these things easy. So that's why I just added in a little cheeky bar there for the savvy.
Told Byron this year is visuals. You know, say I've been rapping from year 9. Deep breath, had to find a way to be sense and find a way to get airtime.
Told Byron this year is visuals. You know, say I've been rapping from year 9. Deep breath, had to find a way to be sense and find a way to get airtime. Cool. Big up Byron. I know you're going to watch this, like, comment and subscribe to JV8. But look, Byron is one of my closest guys. We were rapping from young, from like year 8, GTK, if you know, you know. So my very first ever studio sessions was with him. So I know he's someone that's been locked into my journey and we've been growing together.
Used to rap complex, they rating my bars, but simply they just couldn't hear lines. So I slip in a bar about taking a bad beat on the flight so they can airline.
Used to rap complex, they rated my bars, but simply they just couldn't hear lines. So I slip in a bar about taking a bad beat on a flight so they can airlines. Cool. So that is triple entendre there. And what we're talking about is finessing it in a way where I can still be myself, but I can still get people to listen to the music. So used to rap complex, they rated my bars, but simply they just couldn't hear lines. A lot of people from young have known that I've been able to rap, I've been able to spit, put words together, but they just couldn't really understand exactly what I was saying, that the clarity of what I was saying was missing. So I slip in a bar about taking a bad beat on a flight so they can air lines. A lot of people, sex sells. So when you slip in a little bar about I bring man la, I bring man tasha, or you slip in a little bar about taking a bad beat on a flight, then they'll air lines. Do you know what I mean? They'll air lines, like the industry will air your lines, but also you'll hear your lines and also I'll take flight. So that whole triple thing there is that's for the people that love words, but also for all the mandem that have seen me spitting from young. There has been a vision. I haven't just been chilling. I've been trying to work out how to do this properly, and I feel like we're there now.
They're like, bro, you need branding. And it start that winter is coming, but man's got that vision like Brandon. No more white walkers when I land in.
They're like, bro, you need branding, but it start that winter is coming, but man's got that vision like Brandon. No more white walkers when I land in. So that one there for all my Game of Thrones lovers, I'm playing on that. A lot of people have been saying to me for time, like, bro, you need branding, you need marketing, you need to be on socials, because I was pretty much anti all of that growing up. But it start that winter is coming. When I say that, I'm saying that we're here to take over the game, but also publicly, there is a lot, like everything is coming to a head in the world now. So for anyone that's serious about what you're doing, you're coming up against some serious obstacles. Winter is actually coming. But man's got that vision, like Brandon, no more white walkers when I land in. So if you know who Brandon Stark is, he's got the vision. He sees things ahead. He kind of knows how things are going to play out, and he knows what his side needs to do. And as a result, no more white walkers when I land in. No more fuckery. That's not happening anymore. Within a camp, outside of the camp, we're moving serious, we're moving diligent. So that's a whole Game of Thrones schemes for those that kind of love the wordplay and love the program.
They're like, bro, it can take a man 5 years. I'm like, yeah, that's more 5 months when you planned it.
They're like, bro, it can take a man 5 years. I'm like, yeah, that's more 5 months when you planned it. Cool. That part there, that's the whole reason why the song is called 5 months. We're trying to condense 5 years of progress into 5 months. That's it. We're planning, we're organising. Obviously, I'm working with JV8 and everyone's just on job with what they're doing in their own lives. We're accelerating this thing because the time is now.
When I'm doing festivals this year, mosh pits will bring balance to times that I was stranded.
When I'm doing festivals this year, mosh pits will bring balance to times that I was stranded. Cool. So this whole section is, again, manifestation. When you're stranded, often you're by yourself. Sometimes you're just locked away in your own mind, and I think a lot of creatives and artists can relate to that. So I'm saying that mosh pits are gonna bring balance. Mosh pits is all about energy, jumping on each other, going wild. That's the opposite of being stranded. And I'm trying to say to people that there's always been a plan, and it's gonna tally up. There's gonna balance, and we're gonna do that in real time. Cause the time is now. Alright, so this has been Sense, More Manner. Big up everyone that's watched this Break the Bar. We've been breaking down the bars for 5 months. Go check out the video for Purging, Break the Bars, that's coming out soon. And listen, we've got more works on the way. Big up all the man them, big up all the family, and big up JV8. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and also share. Peace.
Yo, it's myself, Sense. I've seen some of the best rise and fall off. That was never my portion. Big up T, Jeff, Seb, Ras, Serts, Tivoli, Dre, all the man them. Yo, you ain't seen this energy since Gets and Kano. Can't pull me no aid off. Like a continent. So when I play role, no, I got the brothers in the back, that's NATO.